Daily Devotional. We are finishing up our study on hope this week, and then next week we're going to begin a series called I've Been Meaning to Ask, and it's all about how we have healthy, productive conversations with friends and family in our community together. What are ways we can relearn how to listen to each other and to communicate better. But we're going to wrap up on hope this week. So today we're going to start on Jeremiah 23. Watch out, you shepherds, who destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, declares the Lord. This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, proclaims about the shepherds who tend to my people. You are the ones who have scattered my flock and driven them away. You haven't attended to their needs, so I will take revenge on you for the terrible things that you have done to them. I myself will gather the few remaining sheep from all the countries where I have driven them. I will bring them back to their pasture, and they will be fruitful and multiply. I will place over them shepherds who care for them. Then they will no longer be afraid or dread harm, nor will any be missing, declares the Lord. The time is coming when I will raise up a righteous descendant from David's line, and he will rule as a wise king. He will do what is just and right in the land. During his lifetime, Judah will be saved, and Israel will live in safety, and his name will be the Lord is our righteousness. So this doesn't immediately lend itself to the idea of hope, because it starts off with the idea that God has scattered people. Right? God has scattered the wicked. God has driven them away from the land. And so that doesn't immediately make us feel hopeful, because we always assume that we're the wicked ones, right? We've been told all of our lives that we're sinful people, and so fall short of the glory of God, and so we translate that in our head as being wicked. But that's not really what God means. When God talks about wicked people, it's people who intentionally do evil. There's a difference between an inclination towards evil, to making bad choices, to sin, and willingly doing bad things. Do you see? It's degrees, right? So most of us are not in that category of the wicked that have been driven away. We're under the category of those that the shepherd will care for when they return. And that is the hope. That despite whatever we're going through, whatever difficulties we experience in our lives, we are the children of hope, the children of the shepherd, the children of the ones who will be cared for. And we can give thanks for that. But we also respond. We're called to respond. God said that the way we treat people, the way we behave, the way we make choices affects our ability to appreciate the shepherd's care for us. And so as Christians, we are given the responsibility to care for the wicked. Now, the wicked don't always like it. They're not going to respond well to it. Or the depraved. It doesn't have to be the wicked, I guess, necessarily. But, the people who need our help, the people who need some love, the people who need um, a little extra grace some days. And we do that because we've been cared for and because we have hope. And so we can afford to give a little bit of ourselves. We can afford to open ourselves up a little bit because we have that security. We have that place to return to, the place to rest, the place which promises us grace. And so we draw from that well to extend grace to those who need it. And so God can draw them home too. When we extend that grace, that gives the opportunity for others to be driven home, to be brought home, and to be brought back under the shepherd's care. And so we extend that love. We show up with God's love to extend grace because we have been given grace. God bless.